What's up, guys? This is Jake Garay. I'm here with my co-host Vinny Martin. We're here with episode number 12 of Realty Check. And today we're going to be talking about 5 houses not to buy when flipping. So if you guys saw episode 11 basically talked about 5 things to look for, 5 criteria that you do want to buy, houses that you do want to buy that kind of fit that criteria. In this episode, we're going to talk about the 5 criteria you want to avoid. If you see these things in houses, chances are you want to cut and run because it's not going to end well for you. So we'll kind of go through them. First off, bad location. Now this can be a couple different things. It can be on a main street. Okay, if you're on a main street, you're going to be at high risk for the dog being hit by a car. You're going to be at risk for the kids playing in the street. You don't have that neighborly feel that you kind of want when you want a neighborhood because there's so much high traffic. There's cars constantly going. It doesn't have that homey neighborhood feel like I was saying. The second part of that is war zones. Okay, and what a war zone is places that are poor, in the sense of undesirable, poor quality of life, poor quality of, just overall properties. You don't want to be in those properties, in those areas, because you could take a house that's absolutely beautiful, put it right down in the middle, and no one wants to be a part of that. No one wants to live there. Places that there's high crime rates, places where there's a lot of drug use and issues. Those are places you want to stay away from because you might be okay with buying the property so cheap and turning around, fixing it up and selling it, but the sell process is going to be such a process and it's going to be so difficult because nobody wants to live in those areas. So, you have any thoughts on bad location?
Yeah, just again, guys, understand that when you are looking for a house to flip, you got to understand who's buying. Who's going to buy this house. And most people who are buying houses, they are young couples looking to start a family, a family that has kids, or maybe an older couple that are retiring. Whatever the case may be, chances are they don't want to be in the middle of, like Jake's saying, in a war zone, on a street where there's drugs being sold. One thing, if you pull up to the lot and there's sneakers hanging on the power lines, chances are there's drugs being sold on the street. So it's something to just be weary of when you're looking and you're looking at different properties.
Yeah. So the second thing, mixed use. Here's the simple answer to that. Stay within your sphere of knowledge. Stay within what you know and what works. Most people don't understand A, mixed use, B, zoning, or C, variances and getting the applications, permits, everything like that. If you can buy single family homes, that's what you want to buy. Once again, it's back to pool of buyers. How many commercial transactions are there a year? How many mixed use transactions are there a year? Don't you think that even just those 2 things combined are so much less than how many single family homes are sold in your area every single year? People are looking for single family homes. People aren't looking for mixed use homes. Know your buyer, like Vinny was saying. The third thing, functionally obsolete, bad floor plan, poor layout. If you have to walk through a bedroom to get to the master bedroom,
or bathroom.
Well, if you have to walk through a bedroom to get to a bathroom that's supposed to be used for everybody, like just simple things like that. If you think it's a poor layout, you want to stay away from that.
Right.
Because who wants to be walking through the kid's bedroom to get to the master bedroom? Or what parents want to be walking through their kid's bedroom to get out of their bedroom? So that's a big thing to think about. You have anything you want to add on that?
No, that's perfect.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
So the fourth thing, junky neighbors. Once again, pretty self-explanatory. You have neighbors who don't maintain their property. The property is kept in a poor manner. It looks run down. It's just somewhere that you, once again, don't feel like you're going to have a good resale value on that house. And that's obviously a scenario you want to avoid. Because not only that, you might be looking at it as an investor and saying, hey, I can flip this house, the neighbor doesn't matter to me because I'm in and out in 6 months. Well, the family who's going to live there for 5 years or 10 years and has to live next to, Joe Schmo, the guy with the trash on his lawn,
Right.
not a good combination. You have any thoughts on the last two?
Just, again, guys, it's something that you can't control. You could build, you could tear the house down, build a beautiful new house, beautiful landscape and everything, and the next door neighbor, again, has his trash all over the lawn, has, people driving in and out of the driveway, flying that are, it's just a hazard, or whatever the case may be, drugs are being sold next door where you don't want, again, we're thinking of who's going to buy the house, again, when you're looking at each of these things, it's like, okay, the selling points, what's going to make this thing sell,
The last thing, guys, bad lot. So, for example, house is on a hill in a neighborhood. House number 1, your house, sits here facing the road that way. House number 2 sits here 10 or 15 feet above your house facing that way. There's no trees in the backyard. What is house number 2 able to do? Look right into your bedroom, look right into your kitchen, look right into your backyard. No privacy, right? Or maybe you're on the hill and the land is eroding. Not going to be a good thing. Or maybe the reverse, you're at the bottom of the hill and you're in a floodplain. Not a good thing again. So these are all things. I think the key thing, and I think you would agree with me here, is there's a common trend in all of these things. And that is, they can't be changed.
Right.
If you can change a bad aspect of a house,
they're out of your reach.
Exactly.
These things, they're out of your control.
These things are completely out of your control. You can't change location. You can't change mixed use. You can't change the floor plan without gutting the whole thing.
You can avoid them. You can avoid them.
You avoid them. Exactly. So it's really that simple. Avoid these things, cut and run, stay away from them, and it's really that simple. If you can do that, you'll save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of frustration. Do you have any last thoughts?
That's it, guys. Again, if you guys like what you saw, you learned something, go ahead, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Look at our website, check us out, guys, and we'll see you next time.